Cool. Where is chat? There's chat. Beautiful. Just trying to get my notifications sent out, and then we'll be ready to go. I think. Well, thought there was one there, but evidently not. Streaming. Hang in there, peeps. Doing the thing.
Herbie says we're late.
Are we? Yeah, we're a few minutes late.
Starving over here, so sorry.
Say starving?
He says starving over here.
Trying to get these notifications sent out. There it goes. There goes one, I should say. Can't do that one. Seems like there would be a way to set this up so it just sends out these notifications to all these different channels automatically. In today's times, that should be a thing. My opinion. Whoops. Let's see. Okay, now let's see what I gotta do next. Nice. Edit stream info. That's what I wanted. We're making white chicken chili. Then enchiladas. Guacamole, refried beans. Whoops. Refried beans and rice. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Be alright.
Pico.
Pico. Oh yeah, pico. Retried beans. Let's try refried. Beans. Cool. I think I got it. Now, get the camera set up.
No, we're not.
That ultra wide thing going, clean the lens off. What was that noise?
Me.
Oh, the wide. There we go.
Sorry guys, this one is really involved today, so there's a lot of stuff going on back here.
Yeah, there's a lot of prep work done.
He said the music can go down a little bit.
One notch. Perfect. Alright. I'm going to throw the heat to this pan because this is the pan we're going to be making some white chicken chili in. So we've got everything laid out for the white chicken chili over here on the side. So we've got shredded chicken. It normally uses white beans, but we have to use garbanzo beans because of our daughter's allergy. But it's a white bean, I guess you could say. Green chilies, jalapenos, which are in here with the corn and onion. And then in here we've got minced garlic, cumin, chili powder, smoked paprika, cream cheese. Oops, can't see it, can you? Cream cheese. This is the garlic and the spices. That's for the rice. And then some heavy cream and salt and pepper. All going to end up in here at one point. And that'll be the chili. So as soon as the pan heats up a little bit, probably should have preheated a little bit, but it is what it is. So we can get started on the prep work for. Oh, I need the rice, don't I? Got to get the rice going because the brown rice takes forever. So we're going to get our rice right there, get it fired up. Don't want large, small, medium. There we go. This is going to be a Mexican rice. So we're going to throw a little bit of salt in there. And let this all cook together as we're doing other stuff. Give me a spoon, please. A little bit of minced garlic. A little bit of olive oil. And then we've got 2 cans of Rotel, which is diced tomatoes with green chilies. 1 can. 2 cans. 2 can. Fruit Loops. Anyways, not to get sidetracked.
Squirrel.
And then the smoked paprika, which is over there. Just a little bit of spices we're going to put in here just to jazz it up a little bit. So we got a little smoked paprika, and then chili powder, about a teaspoon of paprika. And a teaspoon of chili powder. Can you hold that? Teaspoon of chili powder. So that's for the, we call it Mexican rice. Spanish, I don't know. Really good rice to go with Mexican food. We'll give that a stir. And since it's rice, we can go ahead and give it a little bit of a taste and see if we need to add more salt right now before it starts cooking. Okay, that pan's ready to roll. Put the lid on it for me. Alright, so in the pan is just some olive oil. And we're going to put all the vegetables in, the onions, the corn. It's loud for us. Get that sauteing down a little bit. So again, this is our jalapenos, this is our onion, and the corn. And then we're going to throw our seasoning in on top of it. So the seasonings will start blooming out for us real good. Which once again, pepper, salt, cumin, chili powder, paprika, and then on the bottom is minced garlic. Stuck right there on the bottom.
Herbie says he's going to try to add Streamlabs to the chat. Awesome.
Cool. I really need to spend some time on figuring that out. I mean, but you're a moderator on here and you're a moderator on my Discord. So I could probably just give you access and you could just do it. Because you've got a lot more experience with it than I do. Well, that's smelling nice.
Yeah, it smells real good. That's good.
Alright, so we want these to saute a little bit, sweat down, soften up. This chili shouldn't take very long at all. Hardest part is just getting the onions softened up. The chicken, I roasted the chicken yesterday.
He said he needs permission to do it.
Okay. How do I go about doing that? It says I don't have permissions for performing action. Hey Wiggly, how's it going, buddy? On the menu today, Herbie, we'll have to take care of that after the stream, buddy. Just remind me. On the menu today, we got white chicken chili, which we're working on right now. This is Mexican rice or Spanish rice that's going to be going with our lunch today, which is enchiladas with the Mexican rice. We're also going to have refried beans and guacamole salad. So once we switch over to the other camera, once we get done with this, or get this to a point to where it can just be simmering, then we'll start working on the, what are we working on next? The green chili sauce that is going to be going on the enchiladas. But back to the chicken, I cooked the chicken yesterday, just salt, pepper, garlic, and then I roasted them off and then shredded them up. Because we got chicken going in the chili, we got chicken going in the enchiladas.
It was just too much chicken for one day.
It was chicken everywhere.
6 pounds.
It's a lot, for sure. But I appreciate both of y'all stopping in. We're going to add a little bit of broth to this just to get it going. I'm going to turn the heat up on it. Well, that was all kinds of sizzle when we threw it in there, boy.
Yeah, that was loud.
So, cheese. We got to shred up some cheese, don't we? I can be shredding up cheese while this is doing its thing. So, I'm going to switch over to the cutting board.
He says I've got a chicken roasting in the oven as we speak. That's from Wrigley.
Nice. How'd you season it? Curious. This is a Scottish cheddar, aged 20 months, I think is what the package says.
Yep.
Really good cheddar. Whoa. But there's going to be cheddar and mozzarella. We couldn't find any Monterey Jack that suited our taster, so I went with mozzarella because we needed some sort of a creamy cheese to go in the enchiladas. But mozzarella works. I've used it before in Mexican dishes.
Wiggly said he put just a bit of salt, pepper, used to garlic and rosemary, but peeling the garlic more.
There you go. Sounds kind of similar to what we do with the chicken. Yeah, it's amazing that just simple salt and pepper, just base spices on the chicken and then roasting it, how good that turns out. Just keep it simple. You ain't got to get all complicated with stuff. Today's menu seems kind of complicated, but it's really not. It's so much stuff is what it is. It makes it seem complicated, but it's really and truly it's not. It's just a lot of ingredients. Well, that's just crumbling apart on me over here.
It's a train wreck.
Alright, so got a little bit of shredded cheese going on. Probably have to shred up a little more later. Cheese is pretty much a garnish for the chili, but better to have it at the beginning. I need a towel. All right, back to our chili. Give it a little stir. Looking good. Onions getting a little bit soft. Yep. Got a little bit of a bite left on them, which is about where we like them. Plus they're going to soften up as we go along anyway.
Zero Night says, good morning, Chef Enochius.
Morning, Zero. Thank you for stopping by, my good friend. Alright. In with the white beans, or in our case, chickpeas. And I'm going to keep a little bit of the chickpeas out. Maybe like a half a can or so. And I'm going to smash those, and that helps thicken the sauce, or thicken the chili. And then we've got our broth.
Zero Night says, what's on the menu today?
Today we got white chicken corn chili that we're working on right now, which is going to be our soup that we eat through the week.
The soup of the week.
Yeah. And then for lunch, we've got chicken enchiladas. And for sides, we've got Mexican rice, which is going right here. We're fixing to put some refried beans on back there in the back. And then I'm going to make a guacamole salad and a pico de gallo to go with that. So we got our broth in. We put in our green chilies into the chili. Green chilies in the chili.
Oh, don't hurt yourself.
I know. Want to break off in song? That would be bad.
Threatening, guys. I don't know about that.
And then we're going in with our cream cheese. Boop. That's going to take a while to melt down.
09 says yum, and Kat says heyo.
Cat Beanie, how was the rest of your stream, or are you still streaming and just multitasking? How are we doing that? And then our heavy cream. All of this helps cream the sauce up real good. Cream cheese gives it a little bit of body as well as
Yum.
yeah, it's good. So as far as these extra beans are concerned, I crush them in my hand. And you can do this with the northern bean. Well, they're called different things around the world.
Navy, northern.
Navy beans, northern beans, Catalini beans, but it's all the same bean. These are garbanzo beans because of our daughter's allergy.
Less iodine. Yeah.
They don't have as much iodine in them, and that's her allergy is iodine. Kind of a weird allergy, but that's what it is.
Kat says, when okay, made a gold farm.
Oh, nice. A gold portal farm? Hard to beat those things. They get a little loud though, but
yeah. She said about Kat says that is an interesting allergy. It's excessive amounts of iodine.
Yeah.
Like if you put extra iodine, it's all. Basically, if it occurs naturally in low doses, she's fine. So yeah, it's fine.
But there's one thing she can't tolerate, and that's tomatoes very well.
Yeah, because they're so high in iodine.
They do have a lot. So I use an organic, natural sea salt. Most
kosher.
Most kosher items don't have any type of additives like that in them.
Kat says, yeah, gold XP farm.
Nice. Alright, so the crushed beans, the starch that's in the beans acts as a thickener to help tighten up your, in this case, chili. But you can use this trick in anything that has beans in it. Yes, I wash my hands, they're clean.
He's going back to childhood, he's playing in his food.
That's right. Alright, wash my hands off and then we'll go to the cutting board. So that's just going to simmer and get that cream cheese melted and incorporated into it. So we're going to jump over here. We're going to start working on this. What am I doing next? I'm doing the enchilada sauce. Got a lot going on this one today, guys.
There's so much. This time we had to make notes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that soup looks good.
Chicken. We might want to put the chicken in the white chicken chili, huh?
See?
Switch back over.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so if you're going to make a white chicken chili, guys, I highly recommend that you actually put chicken in it. It might make a little bit of a difference.
See, you're so used to cooking it in the bottom of the pot, and you were doing it this time, so it wasn't in there.
Yeah.
And I missed it too. 09 says notes are good to have. Kat says laugh out loud. Technical difficulties.
Right.
Or no, that's more like user error.
So the chicken, I actually, for y'all that are coming in, I roasted the chicken yesterday because there's a lot of chicken in today's menu. There's chicken in this soup. There's chicken in the enchiladas. So I needed a lot of chicken. So I did that yesterday, shredded it all up. And now we actually have chicken in our chicken and corn chili.
Woohoo!
Who'da thunk it?
Right, that's funny.
Alright, now back to the cutting board. Put the lid on this and let it just do its thing. Probably need that Alright. Refried beans, we're going to put them back here on the back. Basically, it's just a can of pinto beans with all the juice in it. We're going to put it on low heat and just let it warm up gradually over the next, while we're cooking everything else. And then we'll add some seasoning to that in a bit. So moving on to the enchilada sauce. And I am going to have to use the mixer, or the food processor, so it might get a little loud at that point. What do I need? Oh, stretch. Alright, onions. And I need a bowl. We're going to be throwing everything together, and then you got to cook it off a little bit, warm it up, brown it off, and it all goes in a food processor and gets all blended together to make the enchilada sauce. It's just a rough chop because it is going in the food processor. It doesn't have to be ultra fine or anything like that. The processor will take care of all that. Less work is better work, right?
Right.
So, onion, jalapeno. Where'd they go? Oh.
I'm trying to keep him organized, but you know.
Jalapeno. Now with jalapenos, if you want more heat, then you leave seeds in. If you want less heat, then you take seeds out. Hold on just a minute, I gotta stir the rice. It's starting to boil. Typically Spanish rice or Mexican rice, whichever you call it, is made with white rice, but we use a long grain brown basmati, which takes a couple of decades to cook, but we'll manage.
Okay.
So with this sauce, to keep the heat down on it, I'm going to take the seeds out of half of this jalapeno, but I'm going to leave the seeds in the other half. So it gives us a little bit of heat, but nothing that's going to hurt you. And then we'll just kind of give this a rough chop, because once again, it's all going in the food processor.
So Zero Night says no plan survives the battlefield, as they say, laugh out loud.
Right. The red onions that are back here in the back, that is for pico de gallo and the guacamole salad. So just kind of cut them earlier, just cause. And then we're going to need the juice of half of a lime. When we get to the mixing part of this process. Alright. Can you grab another thing of garlic, please? And then minced garlic. So that was one medium onion, sorry. A jalapeno, depending on your spice level, leave seeds in, take seeds out. The more seeds you take out, the less hot it is, spicy-wise. Garlic cloves. Need about 4 garlic cloves, which I'm going to put in here with the green chilies. So that's about 1, 2, 3, and then, after, well, you already showed the green chilies. This is 4 cans, 4 4-ounce cans of green chilies. And then, spice-wise, we need cumin. Two teaspoons of ground cumin. Okay, we found the teaspoon. Where did it go? Or did you already measure this out?
2.
I think you did. Yeah, you did. Alright, spice-wise, we need 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of salt, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. So that'll be going in with the vegetables here in just a minute whenever we start to work those. Then we need the tomatillos. Alright, so tomatillos, I've already washed them, cleaned them up. This one had a little bad spot on it, so I had to cut that out. They look like tomatoes, but they are definitely not tomatoes. I think they're in the same family. I've never really done a lot of research on tomatillos. I just know they make a really good sauce. So we're going to quarter these up and just keep them here on the cutting board for now. They don't need to go in quite as soon as the onions and the jalapenos, but they are going to get heated through and softened up. They come in a wide variety of sizes. You get one more, baby. The recipe calls for 2 cups. Better to have a little too much than not enough. Yeah, one more ought to do. And there's our tomatillos.
Little like Granny Smith apples over there.
They do kind of look like Granny Smith apples, that is true. They don't taste anything like Granny Smith apples, that's for sure. Okay. So back to the range top. That's everything prepped, and then we got to get a skillet going. So this is where we run into problems whenever we do something that has multiple phases, is we run out of room on the stove. But the rice is about to a point to where I can move it to a back eye and just let it slow simmer. And then we can taste the chili right quick and see what it tastes like. Get the official taster involved over here. That is one full pot, you know what I'm saying? Still got a little bit of broth I got to add to this, but it'll do. Get our taster spoon. Got to have a taster spoon, everybody. Don't forget your taster spoon. Just testing the broth. Uh-oh. I think we're on some. Uh-oh. Get the official taster in here. Touch more salt, maybe? Oh. Alright, gonna need a little more salt on there. I'll go ahead and turn this back on and move the rice back here. Just let it simmer away and do its thing. Throw a little more salt in here. It always looks like I'm heavy-handed with the salt, but a kosher organic sea salt is just not that salty. Spoon. And we're going to throw in a little more chili powder. I kind of wrote this recipe up while I was sitting at my desk this week, so got to make some adjustments. Maybe another teaspoon of chili powder. I have to make a note on my recipe to change that. Get that incorporated and do another taster test. Can you get me a skillet right here? please. And then we go back in for another taster. Oh wow. Good call, babe.
Does it need any of this?
I don't think so. You let me know.
There we go. Yep.
I think that's...
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Got the lid. Put the topper on that. I just don't see that broth fitting in that pot. Bring the heat.
Okay, I can go back.
Bring the heat down on it a little bit. Just let it simmer. Alright, so in this pan, got on about a medium heat. A little bit of olive oil. A couple tablespoons. And we're going to bring over our ingredients that we need. And the tomatillos can stay there. Oh, I need to put some of that in here at the end, don't we forget, because I probably will. And the lime.
Notes.
The lime can go in the processor whenever we get ready to do it. I'm going to pull it over here. I think y'all can be able to see the processor right there, but not necessary to see it, I guess. You'll see the end product. How about that?
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah? Good, good. Alright, so our peppers and our onions. And all we're doing is getting a little color on them. Not really looking to maybe soften them up just a touch, but we don't want them completely wilted. We're just looking to draw some flavor out of them. And then our seasoning, our salt, our pepper, and our cumin. And then a little bit of broth. We'll add more of this in just a minute. Chili's looking good. So, a lot of steps. Like I said earlier, it may seem like this is a difficult thing, but it's not. It's just, you got to take the time to do this, the process, I guess you could say.
Notes help.
Yeah, notes definitely help. Alright, let that come on up and do its thing. Check on the chili's looking good. Rice is looking good. Beans are just the beans. They're just sitting back here doing their thing. We'll throw a little bit of seasoning on them so they don't feel neglected. A little bit of salt. A little bit of garlic. Lid back on. We'll add some more stuff to that a little later. some, a little bit of chili powder. Ooh, maybe even some chipotle powder. Get a smoky heat on the beans. But of course there's got to be salt. Way back there. Well, this is taking forever to heat up. Are you even on?
They turn it.
Oh. Okay, I had it on the small eye. I should have had it on the large eye. So.
That's why it's only smoking in the middle.
Yeah, that's why. Now we got the whole burner helping us out. This will probably go quicker now. Yeah, I thought it was taking an awful long time to heat up. Usually it doesn't take that long. Boom, 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 boom. So in the beans, before we forget, a little dash of chipotle right there in the middle. A little more. Then once those get hot, mix them up. And not really going to mash them down like refried beans. They'll just kind of disintegrate a little bit on their own, leave a little bit of body on them. Something to bite into. You know, I didn't realize how much I say body whenever I cook. But I don't know any other word. Thickness? Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with thickness. Get it.
It doesn't want to comply.
Separate, my guy. Stop it. Alright. I just need to stop playing with them, let them do their thing. Get back over here to the chili, give it a stir. Don't want it sticking. Wow. This one turned out pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that one won't last very long either this week.
It better.
Just saying.
The curry barely made it from last week.
It's because it was so stinking good.
Delicious.
Delicioso.
There we go. Now we got some action happening with the onions and the peppers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that smells good. Delicious. Back to the onions and peppers. Just stop messing with them. Just leave them alone and they'll do their thing all by themselves, I promise. There. So it's kind of a hurry up and wait type thing, I guess. But while we're waiting, straightening some things up a little bit. Ooh, coffee. Good coffee. There we go. Now we're looking like something. So when they start to get, throw in your tomatillos. Just like that. I put them skin side down to start out with. You can actually roast these. I've done it in the oven as well. You can roast them in the oven. Kind of get a little bit of a char on them. It just adds a little more flavor. Didn't want to fire the oven up today because we're going to have it here in just a minute anyways. I'm going to have to turn it on. But I got to put other things in it. Tortillas. So we're going to let that do its thing. And we're going to wrap up some flour tortillas. Big controversy there as far as are enchiladas made with corn tortillas or are they made with flour tortillas? It's a preference. It's whichever one you want to make them with. I believe traditionally they're made with corn tortillas. We've made them with corn. We've made them with flour. We prefer flour, so that's why I'm using flour tortillas.
Because they're softer.
They are softer. They soak up the sauce. They get tacky. Not tacky as in clothing, but they get tacky. They sticky.
So they stick together.
Yeah, they stick to your ribs real well. And we just like them better. That's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
That's old.
That is old. I'll just be, whenever we get to the pico de gallo and the guacamole, going to be a lot of knife work because I was hoping to get most of this done before stream. I got quite a bit done, but not enough. But it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fire the oven up. No, I don't want roast, I want bake.
8.
Yeah, 8 of them. You probably... should we use that pan, or should we use the smaller one? Oh, it was on. Alright, folks. Last minute change. We're going to use this pan because it's pretty and it's deep. And I made lasagna in this pan and it turned out really good. So we were going to use a bigger pan, but I just don't see a need for a bigger pan. When a smaller pan will work. Gotta make noise. Alright, now the tomatillo's getting a little soft on the back side. Flip them over. On the face. The cut side. These dudes are hot. I'm telling you right now. And you can get store-bought green enchilada sauce. Nothing wrong with it. Good stuff. But if I can make it, I make it. Because we are trying to eat, quote-unquote, as healthy as possible. So it's good to know what ingredients are actually in the food that you're putting in your belly. And I have to say, since we started on this a few years ago, our health is noticeably different.
Zero nights said can't do everything, I should know.
Right. Right. Alright, we just want them to get nice and soft, which they're getting there. They'll keep getting softer and softer and softer. Back onto our chili, got a little bit of a boil action going on. I think the chili's about done, baby. You want to do a little sampler bowl? Or we can dress it up. Show you the finished product on what the chili looks like whenever we eat it. Don't want a whole bowl of it, but we can do a small bowl for presentation's sake.
Yeah, because I'm with the other stuff.
Right. Ladle. You know the baby ladle, man. You always want me to use the baby ladle. Oh, that spoon would be better. No ladle.
Baby ladle.
Baby ladle. ladle this up a little bowl. Just to have something to snack on a little bit. Get that broth in there. And then I'm gonna flip. As far as the garnishes that go on top of this, they actually do add flavor to it. But it's going to be a little bit of cheese, more shredded cheese, maybe a little more, and a little bit of cilantro,
and the tasty thing.
and then squeeze a lime, just a little spritz of lime. Acid helps cut through the fat of the cream and the cheese and everything. And a taster spoon. You pass it to the taster so you don't get hit. Back over to the... Alright, back over here. We'll cut that down a little bit. Actually, I can just go ahead and cut that off, because I'm pretty sure it's done. Got these sizzling away. They're getting a little color on them. Getting a little brown. Getting a little char. That char that I talked about that you can get from the stove, you can also get it from the range top. All that stuff that's stuck to the bottom of the pan right there, I'm going to add this broth in there, and it's going to loosen all that up, all that flavor that's stuck down there, and put it back into our food. That big one is going to be a problem. Because you don't want to leave all your flavor in the bottom of your pan. That's not good. You want your flavor to be in your food so you can taste it in your mouth.
Yeah, that would be a good thing. Huh? That would be a good thing.
Yeah, it would. So how's the chili, baby?
Delicious.
Delicious chili. Yay. So much better whenever I actually do it right. Alright, we're going to add in our broth to help deglaze that pan. We're going to turn the heat off. Actually, we're going to leave the heat on for just a minute, so we can get all those goody bits off the bottom of that.
Goody bits. That is a technical cooking term.
Goody bits. That's right. Alright, in the food processor, as you can see, there's some cilantro left over where I minced up the cilantro already this morning, so this is going to have a little bit of cilantro in it as well, which there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Big metal spoon. So while that is cooking more, I'm going to spoon this stuff out. It's off it, yeah, turn it on. Spoon out the bigger portions of it, I guess you could say. Makes it easier to pour from the pan into here. And as you can tell, all that stuff that was stuck to the bottom of the pan is now releasing because of the liquid. And that's what is typically called deglazing. Shut the heat off to it. Finish getting these big pieces of tomatillo out of here. Alright, then we're going to go back over to the cutting board. And I'm just going to pour this right over the top. Sorry, let me put that down and get the spatula. Alright, and that pot's gets out of the way. Throw in the last little bit of our broth. this up on the mixer, food processor. Put the lid on her. Sorry about my arm. Just going to give that a little bit of a pulse. And then we're going to start dropping in our, you really can't see that at all, can you?
You can kind of see it from the side.
There's a little bit of
There
it
you
right
go,
there.
that's the top. We should be able to see that right there. Oh, or not.
Slide back down, you have the vibration of the camera, the processors. Anyway, I'm just going to start dropping in our garlic and our green chilies. Facing me a little bit better. About the noise, but it kind of can't be avoided. Get all them green chilies in there.
Don't lose any.
Don't lose them. Things cost a freaking fortune, so you might as well use them all. Alright, in with the green chilies. Let that blend, and we'll have to blitz it here in just a second, so more noise. And drop in a spoonful of cilantro. And just like that, you have, oh my gosh, that's full.
Woo! Move it up to the top a little bit.
You have green.
Carefully.
Yeah, really. Alright, let's pull this back around. Green enchilada sauce. Now I have to add the juice from half a lime, which looks like it might actually make it overflow.
It ain't happening in that bowl.
So I'm going to
Half and half.
transfer it to a bigger bowl. Unplug the food processor and get it put up out the way. And I promise you that green enchilada sauce right there is better than any store-bought sauce you would buy.
Yep.
By far. Taster spoon. Once I add the lime to this, it's going to be perfect. Now, your turn.
Dang. That's good.
So, got to do some bowl shifting around. Sauce in. Waste not, want not. Beautiful. And then, once you get in a big enough bowl, we'll squeeze our lime juice into it. Juice from half a lime. And again, all these things can be adjusted to your flavor. It's a recipe. It's not a set in stone type of thing. It's a piece of paper with words on it. You can make your own adjustments to it. Most of the recipes that I make are actually a culmination of many different recipes. So if it's something that I'm unfamiliar with, I'll read anywhere from 8 to 12 recipes, and I'll look for common ingredients, because if there's a whole bunch of common ingredients between 8 to 12 recipes, then more than likely those items should be in there. And that's how I come up with different recipes that I make. So, and there are a few things that I've done solely from the top of my head and tinkering around with over the years to come up with a recipe. Make adjustments here, adjustments there, that type of thing. So now that this is done, we can set it to the side. And bring over some tortillas, flour tortillas. We got to wrap them up. We're going to throw them in the oven so they'll get nice and soft and pliable. And this is, what is that? Hold on a minute, folks.
Onion peel?
Yep.
And he ate it.
I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it.
That's funny. I was nice and I ripped him into the pantry.
We'll try to keep this quiet, but this might get loud. It's aluminum foil, folks. I mean, what do you expect?
It's noise alert, so.
Alright, so the recipe that we're doing today calls for 8 flour tortillas. You can do extras just in case you end up with extra stuff. But you're going to wrap them in aluminum foil. Tightly, as tight as you can. Tuck this side under. Turn it, and we're going to tuck this side under. Then we're going to take another piece of foil, and we're going to turn it so the sides that were these sides originally are now this way. So we get a better seal on each side. Tuck this under. Now the oven's 250, preheated. I didn't even turn the oven on.
I heard you do it.
I heard it.
Put it in there in a minute.
No, I can put it in there now. So it should be preheated, but it's not. But I'm going to throw them in there. It's at 350. We're going to set a timer on them. For the preheat time, it'll take about 4 minutes for the preheat, and then they need to be in there for 8 minutes.
350 or 250?
350. So at 350, combine the preheat time, which for this oven is about 4 minutes, along with the time that we want it in there, which is 8 minutes, and then we take off a minute just because of the extra heat that goes into it. So 11 minutes. Well, that was a lot of words for no reason, wasn't it? It's
filler.
So next, we're going to work on pico de gallo. I'm going to get on the bowl.
Of course you are. Over there.
Yep.
It's occupied.
Occupado. Alright, gotta grab a bowl. I'll try to be quiet. Quiet as possible, I guess. And then, pico. We got onion. I use red onion. We got jalapeno. We've got, where's that? We have tomatoes somewhere, I promise.
Right over here.
Oh.
They usually are
tomatoes, and then cilantro, minced garlic, salt. No, I need the other one. I'm gonna make the guacamole. Pico. And then of course a bowl. So you can do a chunky pico, you can do a minced pico, whatever you prefer. We like stuff chunky. Not sure why. Why do we like stuff chunky anyways? Does it taste better?
I don't like minced stuff because it looks like baby food.
Right. It's like in most Mexican restaurants that you go into, they bring that sauce out to you. It's watery and thin. I think that's why you end up getting the queso blanco to go with it, because it's
just
better.
What is it? We had a friend call it. It was lime water or something like that.
Lime water, yeah. So chopping up the onions. Get in there. Probably have to put the chili up. Put it in the refrigerator and get it out of the way because it's pretty much done.
The chicken?
Chili. Once it's done, right?
Right.
There's not a whole much more you can do with it. Got our jalapeno, cutting the top of it off. And this one, I'll take all the seeds out because we just like the flavor of the jalapeno in here, not necessarily the heat. Most of the seeds. There might be a couple in there, but nothing major. Of course, as much crushed red pepper flake as we use.
And all of that Indian food we've been cooking for kind of made everybody where they can tolerate more.
Yeah. And crushed red pepper flake is just what you just saw me throw in the trash can. It's jalapeno seeds that have been dry roasted. The jalapeno I do mince a little finer, just so it blends in more and gets more incorporated into the pico, so you don't get a big old mouthful of jalapeno all of a sudden. Just keep that nice and fine. You're cutting a jalapeno, you're cutting anything round, if you roll it to the side that you're cutting and then cut back at an angle on it, that's how you can get little straight strips until you're able to push it down flat. Mince. Into the hot bowl. And tomatoes.
They're so pretty.
They're beautiful little tomatoes. Again, keeping it chunky. Big chunks. Need a serrated knife for this.
Wow, they're called cocktail tomatoes out of North Carolina.
Cocktail tomatoes out of North Carolina. Give me a serrated knife. With tomatoes that have a firm skin on them, use a serrated knife. This is a steak knife, but it's serrated. I would use the bread knife, but it can really mess up the cutting board because it is like uber sharp. So it just makes it a little bit easier to cut them. The serration does, whereas a straight edge blade can kind of mush them out at times. Or you can cut them with the serrated knife to get them cut in half, and then cut on the meat side like that. That works just as well. Plus you get to use the fancy chef knife.
And I get a new knife.
Okay. Yeah, but I want to take this one up out of the floor. Okay, then we get another one. It looks like this. What we can do is just go ahead and halve all of these. And I can switch over to the steak, the chef's knife. Fits my hand a little bit better. That's why you'll hardly ever see me use a paring knife. I do use them for small stuff sometimes.
And I use it for everything.
Right.
Because it fits my hand.
These are beautiful little tomatoes though. Haven't even tasted one. Probably should do that, huh?
You might wear it.
Looks like a tomato. Not as good as a springtime or a summer tomato, but not bad for this time of year.
Oh, they're pretty good. We usually use Romas in it, but they Romas look terrible.
Yeah.
Just isn't.
That is the thing about wintertime though. Take what you can get, I guess.
Something about going in to get a Roma tomato and it looks pink.
Right.
G pink.
Pass.
No, I'm good.
So, I did about an hour and a half's worth of prep before we started the stream. We had a few minutes past 10.
And we're still cutting.
And we're still cutting stuff. And we still got we got guacamole to make. So that's gonna be some more cutting and spooning, but it'll go quick, I think.
He acts like he takes forever to cut stuff, but he doesn't.
No, it goes pretty quick for the most part. This spoon, baby. Big tablespoon. No. Yeah, that'll work. One of them's got a good strong back on it. Yeah. Just trying to get an idea for my ratios. Tomato is the main component in pico. I don't want it to be too over the top. That's our preheat.
Yeah. No alarms, Herbie. Just a preheat.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll need more tomato. And then we'll set our timer. Whoa, that's way too much time. For our tortilla shells that we put in the oven. Once we get these done, we'll throw in a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt. Get it all mixed up real good and let it sit and the flavors come together for a little while till it's time to eat.
09 says, beep, beep, goes the timer, laughed out loud.
I think we got finally figured out how to get all of the extra sounds coming from the phones silenced.
We were like, what is that? Oh my god, it's the vibration, it's this, it's the other. It was just crazy. You don't realize how much you got going on there until you try to do something like this, and it's like, oh no, that has to go.
Alright. Get some of this juice off the cutting board. Wipe the knife off. Bring this up here. Alright. Give me the salt bay. The salt bay. Salt bay. A little salt. A little bit of pepper. About half as much pepper as salt usually. And then lime juice. Juice from half of a lime. Half of a lime. Give that a mix up. Cilantro. Which is probably about half of a bunch of cilantro that you would buy at the store. And again, you can add more cilantro, you can add more onion, you can add more garlic, and you can add how much ever wanted, however you want to make it. It's your dish, but common ingredients are in this bowl right now, minus the garlic, which I still have to add. It's on the way, folks. Never fear. Garlic is here. We'll put about 3 cloves of garlic in there. Give that a mix. How's it looking on the camera? Come too pretty? And then once we make something, come to the finale, what do we do next?
You taste it.
You taste it. Hey, keep thinking of George on Australia's Master Chef. Taste it, eh? Well, that's a lot. Make sure you get a little bit of everything, but not too much of one thing. Give me some onion.
It's mozzarella. Don't slam it.
So then you have to have your official taster. I got a little bit of everything. How much onion? That is a timer.
Oh, yum. That's just so fresh.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing about doing this stuff yourself is the freshness. You can act, just the taste is dramatically different. And of course, before we use this on the dish, you'll stir it. But down on the bottom, There's a lot of juice down there. So you'll get the coated, everything will get coated real well.
And you make it way beforehand so it has time to like meld for a little while.
Set this in the fridge. Let them talk to each other. Have a little party. Okay, next.
He says,
Next is guacamole. Right?
yes.
Okay, good. So, which is one of our other side dishes that's going with our enchiladas. And again, this is not a typical guacamole. This is actually one of my things. And my official taster, over the years, we've developed this. We call it guacamole salad because it's more than just a typical guacamole with avocados and lime juice and salt. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. So, anyways, in the bowl over here are black beans and sweet corn. So that should tell you right there from the get-go that this isn't a typical guacamole. So, and it's just more flavor that's added to it. It's more filling. It's just good. I mean, we make the other guacamole, but not very often because we like this so much better. Again, it's a freshness thing. All these different fresh ingredients that you're dropping in here make it delicious. Hold on a second. I gotta reach at 0911 bangs on the floor, FBI. Yeah, one day, yeah, bangs on door. One day, Zero, I'm gonna figure out, and Herbie's working with me on figuring out how to get Streamlabs going. I don't know why I am struggling so bad with trying to get it figured out. I guess it's more than likely it's because I'm just not putting enough time into trying to figure it out. You know, life gets in the way. Because I'm doing this just to, you know, or we're doing this, I should say, because we enjoy doing it. We enjoy cooking, and we might as well share something we enjoy with the world. And hopefully somebody, you know, learns something and makes it themselves. So, green chilies. I know I've said green chilies a lot today. Wait a minute. I might be getting myself mixed up here. I don't need these yet.
You asked me to say yellow?
That's for the enchiladas. Yeah, okay. So, back to our garlic, because, you know, everybody loves garlic. Got 1, 2, I have to mix up some more garlic. 3.
I think that's what you're hungry.
Yeah, you're right. We're going to need a little more garlic, so we'll have to open up some more. Usually we have clove garlic, but where we get it, they haven't had it. It's an organic clove garlic that comes in a 1-pound bag, and I get them and I freeze them, and then take them out as I need them, or I roast some off and put them up and use them as I need them. But they haven't had them for the past 3 weeks now? 2 weeks?
Probably like 2 weeks. It's very annoying.
It's very annoying because we use a lot of garlic in this house. Alright, back to the jalapenos again. The jalapenos look banging right now. It's weird because during the summer they're hard to find this big. And now here it is winter time, and they're nice, good size. If I knew they were going to be this big, we would have planned on doing some stuffed jalapenos. That would have been a good accompaniment to go with this. Stuff them with bacon, crumbled bacon, and cream cheese.
There, and that says, laugh out loud. I didn't do it! And then he says, hi, Herbie, fully loaded.
So, again with the jalapeno, kind of just like I did with the pico, I'm just going to cut these into long strips and then mince them up so they get well incorporated. Now this is something that normally goes into guacamole. And guacamole is a little bit of tomato, but we don't do that anymore because of our daughter's allergies, and she really likes guacamole. So.
I think I've decided I like it better without it.
It is pretty good.
Okay, there's one more jalapeno in here.
Because we have two, yeah, it's for the enchiladas, I think. Yeah, it's for the enchiladas.
Alright, don't wait out. I move this to the table.
Do what you gotta do, baby. I'm just trying to make sure we have lunch today.
I'm gonna back you up for having lunch.
And keep my viewers engaged, which is sometimes difficult to do. Get so focused on doing what I'm doing. I'd like to walk away with all my digits at the end of the stream.
Yeah, that would be a good thing. Keeping fingers is good.
Yeah. Alright, avocado. I'm sure y'all probably seen different videos on how to do an avocado. I need the spoon that's got the real thin edge on it. The one that I use all the time. So, I'm going to show you the way I do avocados. Right, wrong, and different. It's just the way I have cut avocados for, I don't know, like 3 days now.
This one?
No. It's got the little serrations on the hand. But anyways, yeah, I've cut avocados for years, sliced them, diced them, whatever you want to say. We had to buy extras because, like, some of them are ready and some of them are not. One's ready. And just the ones that we bought just last week were like twice this size. And then within a week's time, we go down to these little dudes.
Okay, here you go. Here, is this your spoon?
Yep, that's the one. Nope.
No, that's no.
This is taster spoon. Oh, here it is.
He's got too many spoons.
Yeah. This has got a real thin edge on it, and you'll see why whenever I get ready to pull out the meat. That one I'll have to do. Alright, so it's avocado time, folks. Cut down until you hit the seed. Slowly spin it around. Drag it through. Twist. Pop. Turn. Pops right out.
Woohoo! Avocado skills.
Alright. So, then once you get that done, take the knife very lightly. Just go down until you hit the skin. Drag it through to the other side. Turn.
So this is the one I used the paring knife for?
Yeah.
Because I would have already cut myself.
You end up with these little square bits in there, you see them? And this is the, I guess, one of the harder parts of the guacamole to make, because sometimes you have soft avocados when we like to have it chunky, as we've said already. But So it's hard because if it's a soft avocado, then there's really not much you can do about it. And whenever you mix it together, they're gonna mush out a little bit. But you just deal with it. It's okay, it all eats the same. So once you get done with that, then you put your spoon in there. Just kind of work it around underneath, and you get your avocado chunks.
And the thinner the lip is on that spoon, the better.
Yeah. That's why I like this specific spoon to make this specific dish, because it's got such a thin edge on it. Trying to keep the camera in focus, and I should pay attention to not dropping avocado all over the place.
Be careful of that end piece.
I got
so
it.
Don't go in.
Right there. Now I just got to do that 7 more times. But there's a method to the madness.
Now here we go up to full speed.
Yeah.
He did it nice and slow for you guys.
Well, you got to have the, the teaching moment, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
In the seed, I forgot to show you that. That's where most people get cut whenever they're working with avocados, is when they're trying to get the seed off of the blade. So whenever you pop it and pull the seed out, come from behind and pinch, just put your thumb and your finger on there like that. Can you see that?
Yep.
And then pinch to pop it off. What I do, which you can't see because it's off camera.
Oh, perfect. It landed right in the spoon.
My fingers are big enough I can reach over the top of the blade and pinch it off into the trash can. Got a few little spots on these avocados, but there's still nothing wrong with them.
Wiggly says, I have a specific knife I like to use for prepping, and also a knife for when we have cheese and crackers.
There you go.
Gotta have cutlery.
Yeah. It's amazing, you always think a knife is a knife, but there's certain knives that they're designed and made for certain things, and you don't really realize it until you use them for that specific thing. This is a dry one.
So then you have a technical thing there.
Yeah, the seed, sometimes the avocado seeds dry out. Not really sure how, because they're like in the middle of the avocado.
And it's all moist around. That's kind of weird.
But yeah, the seed is actually has like a woody texture, like almost like bark.
Yeah, if you've ever had a pecan or pecan that was not so hot, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So, wow, that is a humongous seed compared to the size of the avocado.
That's probably why it dried out.
No, this one's not dry. This one's good.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it didn't have enough insulation.
It was that other one that had a little bitty seed, but it was dry. I might want to cut these other ones just to check them, because these are getting watermarked. Those are just water spots that are inside. Too much moisture inside the seed pod. You just take them out with a spoon. Kind of weird though.
We might want to do some research on that.
Yeah. And these are Haas. They're supposed to be the avocado people. But whatever. It grows. It is food.
09 says everything is coming together.
That's right. So, when we get done with this, then we'll move over to the enchiladas.
Might want to show them how to hold your hands and stuff.
What do you mean by that?
Show them where your fingers and stuff are.
Just basically keeping my fingers out of the way as much as possible. Whenever you put the knife in, as soon as you feel it touch the skin, you stop. And then you just roll it because it's round, so you can roll the avocado or roll the knife, whichever you're more comfortable with. Same whenever you're going the long lengthways down. Some avocados have a thicker skin, some have a thinner skin. I wonder if it's because they're different, like, species or something. I don't know. Because then you got them great big huge ones.
Right.
I've never been a big fan of those. We used them one time. They just don't have the same flavor.
These guys are much better.
Like the smaller ones have a better flavor to them, in my opinion. IMO.
An avocado is one of the healthiest things you can eat.
Yeah. Healthy fats. Good fiber.
It's a superfood.
Yeah, it's like sweet potato. We're getting there, folks. Slowly but surely. The avocado war will be over.
See, our problem with the Mexican stuff that we cook is we keep saying, ooh, that needs to go with it, and that needs to go with it, and none of it is one or two or three ingredients.
Yeah.
None of it.
Not a lot of 3-ingredient Mexican dishes. So, almost done with the avocado. Avocado from Mexico. Oops. I'll do my cross cut. Gotta get the cross stitch in there.
Trying to go on to the next step.
I was trying to. Alright, I think I did all the boys. Alright, that goes in there. We'll need the zester.
Like that, it's magic. It just appears.
That's right. Ask for a zester and boom, the zester magically appears.
Woohoo!
And your hands have a tendency to get a little messy with this one. But that's part of cooking.
Hey, well, you just have an avocado mask to go on your hands.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'll have nice, soft hands.
Great for your cuticles, right?
Right.
You're ribbing your hair, right?
Just want to go for my got
Or
jokes.
in your beard, right?
In case, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm bald, so my hair is on my face. Right, baby?
Yep.
And I know this looks like a lot of avocado salad.
But you don't know our family.
But it is. Because this will be gone tomorrow.
Oh, this is like food crap. Right?
Right. We'll need a spatula or a big spoon to stir this with. That one was a little bit almost underripe. Well, we could just retitle this one The Great Avocado Stream.
There you go.
Jesus, this is taking forever.
It's all good.
Alright, now.
You're almost there.
Towel's about to fall off my shirt. If you had a compost bin, this would all go into compost. but we don't.
We're kind of thinking about doing that this year.
You wash the avocado off my hand right there. All right. I mean, I was going to put some of the green chilies in this, but we still got those over there. Yeah. Okay. Wash the cutlery off.
Gotta have a clean workstation.
Yes, that is true. As clean as possible.
It doesn't have to be rinsed out.
Nah, doesn't have to be. Then we're going to take our spoon out, hand it to our taster so she can lick that avocado off of there. We're going to be real gentle with this because this bowl is almost too small, which is another common problem we have in this house. Oh, that bowl will be plenty big. And then we start making it, it's like, we need to switch to a bigger bowl. So now,
Speak.
the lime. So we got another lime. A lot of lime in Mexican food. We're going to zest it. Zest one lime into the guacamole salad. Whenever you zest it, I know y'all, if you've ever watched any show where they've zested a lime or a lemon or an orange or a grapefruit, you just want to get the very outer edge. You don't want to go too deep into the white part because the outer edge is actually tastes just like the fruit with a little bit of sweetness on it. Kind of weird. All these bitter things that are covered in something that has a little bit of sweetness. But this definitely adds a depth as far as lime flavor is concerned to a dish. Or lemon or orange or whatever. Use a lot of zest, a lot of different things. And again, it's one of those things, you don't have to do this, but
yeah, you do it once and you'll do it every time.
Yeah, if you ever do this once, she's absolutely right. You'll be like, uh-oh, I done found something else now. So once you get all the zest off of it, tap that off. Then we're going to put the juice from the whole lime in there as well. So zest from one, lime, juice from one. So this lime gave everything it possibly had to this dish. Good guy.
It took one for the team, right?
That's right. It was committed, dedicated, and a little bit of salt. Salt just helps bring the flavor out of everything right quick. And then 1 4-ounce can of green chilies. All the green chilies.
Nobody left in the bowl.
Nobody left in the bowl. Everybody in the pool. No peeing.
Oh my God.
And then you do your best to keep it all in the bowl while you stir it up. And I think we've got just about every bowl in the house with something in it. And this is common. Every time we cook Mexican food, there's just bowls everywhere. I got my official taster standing right behind me going, "Gimme!"
Just like, yeah.
And
Yeah.
last but not least,
Look at that color.
the cilantro goes in. Probably about a bunch, 3/4 of a bunch to a whole bunch of cilantro. Get that a mix in. And if you're going to make this, I highly recommend throw in some tomatoes.
I like it better without. I'm going to argue with you.
Right. That's fine. But that's why it's called guacamole salads, because there's just so much going on in here. Taster spoon. Get a big bite of this. Wow. I mean, you could literally just put this on lettuce and eat it like a salad with some shredded chicken or roast chicken.
I think that's what our daughter does a lot with it. She'll just make her a salad with it and put the guacamole instead of dressing on it. Oh, yeah. That passes.
Taster approved. It passes. It
Maybe
just
a little bit more lime. I'm sorry.
just does pass. A little more lime.
Lime.
Okay. No, I don't need it. She says a little more lime, so.
It's a little bitty limes.
Because it's one of those dishes that it's really easy to taste every single element, which I try to do that with everything that I cook, so you can taste all the ingredients that's in it. Otherwise, why put them in there? You know. Dash more salt. Give them a stir, boys. In a bowl. Stay in a bowl.
You do good. I would have it everywhere.
Like whenever Noah was loading the ark, he kept having to tell the rabbits, only two, only two. Alright. A little extra lime. Big old spoonful. Probably not that much. That's a little ridiculous. Shut the front door. My God, this is so good.
We're done. We'll just eat this and see, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We're just gonna eat this.
That's it right there.
Delicious. Alright. That goes away to the refrigerator. Or if you want to transfer it into a...
Well, you think we'll need the bowl?
Nah, just put it over there, because once we get done eating it, there won't be nearly as much. Still got half a line, but I still got more stuff to make, so it won't be wasted.
You want to put the soup in the fridge?
Soup in the fridge, yes. Alright. Hold on just a second. Switch cameras. We're going back over to the stove for a sec. I think. Yeah. Soup is thin. She'd be done.
And the rest of the cilantro.
Yeah, cilantro's got to go in here. We're just going to throw it in. I would usually put the cilantro on the side, but since this is a soup of the week, I'm going to toss it in here.
I'm stealing some for you, please.
Oh, I'm not using it all. So we're going to throw in the cilantro right here at the end. Still got a bit left that she already took out that we're going to use for garnish and for a little bit in the what's the last thing we're doing? Enchiladas. Telling you, man, these long cooks.
It's worth it though.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it, no doubt about that. And as far as cheese is concerned, I'm going to throw the cheese on top, just let it sit on top, and then I'll mix it in a little while. If I mix it in right now, it'll all stick to the bottom of the pot because it's hot. But I don't want to forget it.
Is this cheese for that too?
It can be, yeah. We put a little bit in there. And we'll put the rest of this bag of shredded in there. So that was a little bit of mozzarella. Just gonna let it sit on top, like I said. This is shredded Scottish cheddar.
Just that confusion, since it's Scottish cheddar mixed with the Mexican ingredients.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and there's a little, and the chickpeas are in there too.
Alright, so this is a Indo Celtic
Mexicano.
Mexicano.
There we go.
So anyways, that's the chili. Done. Say bye. And now we're back to this plate. Pan. Wow.
Tortilla shells.
I need an onion.
Tortilla.
Oh, tortilla shells in the oven. No. We're just going to take the tortilla shells out, leave them wrapped, and I'm going to put them inside of a towel just to hold their heat.
I have them a space right back here.
Cool. The oven needs to stay on because we're going to need it for the enchiladas.
Is that big enough onion?
Yeah. And we need an onion. How much do we need? A half a cup? Yeah, it's plenty. So we're going to dice up one more onion. And we're on the downhill side now, ain't we?
Yeah, try to get all that.
Okay. And the bell peppers are going to come next. Now this is going into a mixture, so I'm not mincing them, but it's not a dice, it's a small dice. Mincing would be just a little bit too fine. And this onion skin right there.
Try to sneak in again.
Don't want to eat that because it's just nasty. Step up the speed a little bit, get this over with. Then over on the stove, which is where y'all are at right now. Sorry about that.
Oopsies.
My bad. That's my fault.
Hey, but they saw you cut onions like 3 times already.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of onion today.
Onion is good.
On the pan, we're just going to turn that on to about a medium heat. Make sure I use the right eye this time.
Yeah.
And then next, we've got some miniature little mini bell peppers. These might mush out on me just a little bit because I bought them to make something. I can't remember what it was. And the ones that were left over, we froze them. Because why not? I mean, throw nothing away. If you can still use it, stick it in the freezer. Vacuum seal it. Jar it. So I got a couple different colors just to, you know, make it pretty. Cut this dude. Do that. Just cutting them approximately the same size as what I did the onions. Again, it ain't got to be dead perfect or anything, but you do want things to kind of cook at the same time, so you don't have stuff that's raw and then stuff that's overcooked. Something else you could also use in this is some fire roasted red peppers.
Oh yeah.
That'd go really well with this. So you got about a half a cup of onion, quarter cup to a half a cup, well, probably about a half a cup of bell pepper. Then a jalapeno. One more jalapeno. A lot of jalapeno today too. This one we're going to leave the seeds out of half of it. Let's do this half. Because there's a lot of other ingredients that go into this, so any type of spice is going to get a little bit lost in this one. And again, I'm going to do the jalapenos a little bit finer just so they mix in a little bit better. Sorry about not talking. Just whenever I mince, it's a fine cut. You gotta kind of pay attention to what I'm doing.
Like the digits.
Yeah. Alright, so let me double check right quick. We've got onions, bell peppers, jalapeno. We got corn over here. Corn in this little bowl. We got corn right there. We got green chilies. And then we got our seasoning, which is cumin, again, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, salt. And of course, we'll adjust that accordingly as we cook this. So, going back over to the stove. And beautiful. A little bit of olive. This is the same pan that I used to make the other stuff. Y'all were here. Y'all saw it. The enchilada sauce. It's the same pan. No reason to wash the pan because the enchilada sauce is going on the enchiladas, and that's what we're making right now. So a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Then you take all your ingredients, all your raw vegetables. This is the onion, the jalapeno, and the bell pepper. Yeah, Mexican food and Mediterranean food are vibrant in colors. Mm-hmm. Really are. And I had a conversation with somebody the other day saying they couldn't handle Mexican food. They asked me what I was cooking, and they said they couldn't handle Mexican food because it was too hot. I lived in Texas for a year, And I ate a lot of Mexican food at different authentic Mexican restaurants there, and it's not about heat, it's about flavor. It can be about heat. If you want it to be hot, it can be hot, but it really, truly shouldn't be. They should have a little bit of heat on the back end just to kind of open up your palate, and it just helps the food taste better. But it shouldn't be so hot that it burns your face off. Now there is some out there that are, and that's the way they like it, but that's the way they can keep it.
Right?
I don't mind spicy, I really don't, but I want to expect it. But on something like this, it's like the curry we make last week. It's a green curry, just loads and loads of flavor in that thing, and a little bit of heat. But then you make a yellow curry, a lot of flavor, a little more heat. Then you make a red curry, a lot of flavor and a lot of heat.
But you can't lose the flavor. You've got to have the flavor, and you can't just rely on the heat.
Yeah. It's always been bizarre about the curries, though, is the heat is there, but it doesn't like stay with you. It dissipates. So anyways, going to bump the heat up on that a little bit. Got all our different spices. Just going to sprinkle that over the top. Powder don't want to come out of there. There we go.
That's some onion powder.
Right. And then once those soften up just a little bit, chicken. Let's not forget the chicken this time. And what am I missing? Sour cream. So, yeah, that's fine enough. This is going to end up the mixture that goes inside the enchiladas. And then we're going to be building those over here. We'll be moving the cutting board. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I have to cut? Anything left? Oh, the onions. The spring onions.
There's some more tomatillos.
Yeah, I think those are just extras. Alright, so those softened up a little bit. Add in our green chilies. Is there anything that doesn't have green chilies in it today?
No.
It's a green chili day, guys.
It's just like 11 cans of green chilies. Actually, no, it was 9 cans of green chilies.
Yeah, I was trying to put this together, and I was making the grocery list, and I kept counting, and I know I counted it at least 4 times and came up with 11 cans of 4-ounce cans of green chilies. So that's what I put on the grocery list. Turns out it was only 9 cans of green chilies.
It'll get eaten.
Right. Either way, it'll go away.
Yeah, I didn't know you. This lady was looking at me funny when I was putting all those cans of
green chilies in there.
And she's looking at me like, well, it's not Kansas soup. What are you doing?
Right.
I didn't explain. I just let her guess.
That's right. She'll be all right. All right. Get the creaminess in this. Cream cheese. I feel like it should have broth. Is there no broth in this recipe?
Not going inside of it.
Nope, there is no broth. Huh. Cheese, I'm going to need, that's going to go in there. And we're going to need a little more cheese to go on the top probably afterwards, you think, maybe? Oh, the Mott's. 1 pack of that Mott's. So, cream cheese definitely helps bring everything together. If you don't like cream cheese, I don't know. Yeah, I'll need that later. I need yeah. I don't know what else you could do. I guess you could just put extra regular cheese in to get it thickened up. I don't know. I've always used cream cheese, so. Back in the bowl. We're actually running a little long today. There was a lot to do. Yeah, we had talked about getting up early and actually woke up early and just decided, no, it's it's Sunday. I think we could just lay in the bed for a little while longer and just relax. And if we eat at 1 o'clock, we eat at 1 o'clock. It doesn't have to necessarily be 12 o'clock. Right? How's that looking? Coming along, boys.
Yeah.
Turn the heat down a little bit. We haven't checked on the rice in, I don't know, since we put it on, so we probably should do that. Oh boy. Yeah, boy.
Oh, so that's what you do. You just ignore it and it doesn't bug you.
Sounds like that old commercial back in the 90s. Set it and forget it. So there's the Mexican, Spanish, whatever you want to call it. Again, this is not a white rice, which is generally used. This is a brown, long grain basmati rice. That turned out really nice. Do a little taster on it, see where we're at. The grains look like they're nice and plump. I think I might have the taster taste this. You guys watch. She's going to say it needs more salt. Wait, watch. Listen, you got to listen carefully.
Yeah, just a little.
I do actually get it right every now and then where I get enough salt and stuff. But even I can tell this needs.
That's really good flavor.
This needs more salt.
Ooh, there goes the little bit of heat on the end too.
Yeah, there's green chilies in there. Imagine that. Whoa, that's getting hot. Move that off the heat a little bit while I stir this together. Alright, so rice.
09 says looks good.
You still got my taster spoon?
No. You threw it in here again.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I like to guacamole.
So, let the taster have a taster. We'll get back on this. You want to taste it again?
Sure.
Just to make sure. Did I do that? Did I do that?
Yep, that's it right there.
Alright, so that's done. Turn the heat off to that. Set it back on the eye. It'll stay warm. Refried beans. We should probably put some love on them too. Alright, so just trying to incorporate all of the cream cheese. I'm looking for little chunks of cream cheese that didn't, like that right there. We're going to mix that around. And then we're going to come in with some more cheese, because that's just how we roll. So this is that Scottish cheddar. Again, would have used Monterey Jack, shredded Monterey Jack, just couldn't find any. Keep that for garnish. And then we're gonna go in with some mozzarella, good creamy cheese. That's why the Monterey Jack is a creamy cheese that goes really well with this.
Hey, it's gonna taste like that anyway once you got all them chilies and stuff in it.
Yeah, that's true. Mix all that in. Alright, got a quiz, got a test question coming up. We're making chicken enchiladas. What else do I need to add to this right here? It's got everything except one ingredient. What is that one ingredient? Give you a hint, it's the same one that I missed whenever I was making the chili this morning. Oh wow, look at that. This is gonna be good.
It's gonna be stupid.
Clip. Somebody needs to clip. Make me a clip of this right here. That's gonna be delicious. Alright, so last ingredient in a chicken enchilada is chicken. It's the secret ingredient. Whoops. So there's 3 cups of shredded chicken. That go in chicken enchiladas. Did you taste this chicken?
Yeah.
Stupid good. Alrighty. You know, actually, I can do those green onions while the enchiladas are cooking. Okay. All right. So now we incorporate the chicken. See, guys, it's not that it's difficult. It's just there's a lot of steps.
And again, we kept adding dishes to it.
Yeah, it's her fault. Oh, well, we could have this. Oh, yeah, we could have this.
Look, Mexican is about all the flavors and all the layers.
This is true.
I don't want to be bored.
Would be that. You know, you could almost put this in like a pre-made pie crust and make it like an enchilada pie.
Ooh, instead of chicken pot pie, this is like the Mexican chicken pot pie.
Yeah, Mexican chicken pot pie.
You just put the guacamole and the sour cream on top of that.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, we might have to do that.
All right.
See how you change the subject?
Moving along. Just keep moving. All right, so the last thing.
Zero said made a clip.
Nice, thank you. Is it nice and stringy? I'll check it out later. All right.
And Herbie did too.
Sweet. Yeah, anytime y'all see something, you know, if y'all can clip it, because I know what I'm looking at. The last thing that's going in is sour cream. Just gonna put a couple dollops here and there. It's about half of this container. And then, of course, we'll use some sour cream to finish off at the end to make it look all pretty. Actually, I'll make a lime crema that has a whole lime in it to go along with this little bit of sour cream that's left. Delicious. So, and I can actually not have to dirty a dish. I can make it right in that little container. Look at me, I'm being conservative with the dishes.
Yeah, that drives him crazy.
Yeah, I hate having a lot of dishes, but sometimes it's just unavoidable. Unavoidable.
Oh my lord. Are you done with these, right?
Yeah. Alright, so that is the mixture. It's nice and gooey and cheesy and creamy. Got to get the taster in here before we start making the enchiladas.
Whew.
Smells good.
Oh my god, look at that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the clips, guys, I take all the clips and I upload them to my YouTube channel in short form, so they're all just shorts, a bunch of different shorts of what I'm doing.
Zero Night says when you cook, and I mean cook, dirty dishes is the price to pay.
That's about right. All right, here we go.
Zero Night says nice.
Nice. I'm just going to go straight to the tester with this one, so I don't think it's hot at all. No, the chicken cooled it off.
Oh snap. I'll just take a bowl.
Is it good?
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is...
Guess what? I don't think it needs...
It doesn't need any salt. Oh my gosh!
Woo!
Woohoo! Everybody celebrate.
No, we don't need nothing.
Yeah, that's delicious. Oh my god, that's good. That might be the best one yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
The corn in there is really good. This is Zero Night says, yoo-hoo!
Yeah.
Oh, I fell out.
A little bit of lime juice over the top. Mix that in, and then we'll be ready to start building some enchiladas.
Okay.
Strain my brain. Alright, we're going to slide this bad boy right, chunk. Then I'm going to need that half a cup measuring cup. The plastic one would probably be the best one.
Hang on, it'll take me like 15 minutes to read.
Right.
These are awful.
Yeah, definitely need to replace those with something readable. Alright, need the enchilada sauce. Let me get the clipboard. Good gracious. Let me get the cutting board moved out of the way.
Would you die if I tripped and fell and dropped all this?
That would be so sad.
You might see him cry.
We have to end the stream.
We have no sauce left.
So we're flipping back over to where the cutting board was. I just slid it off to the side because I got to bring in the pan. The enchilada sauce. It's right there. Bringing in our dish. We'll leave it on that green thing so it doesn't slide around on us too much. Then in the bottom of the pan, we'll put about a cup of the enchilada sauce. Get that all distributed out evenly. You could almost layer this in here like a lasagna.
Yep. He's doing things on the fly.
No, we're not doing that. I'm going to turn this sideways, slide this over here. And I need the wrappers, the tortillas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all need to think what I'm thinking, not listen to what I'm saying. So we got our flour tortillas. Unwrap these bad boys. these separated out right quick. Nice and soft and pliable. Sometimes they like to stick, but we'll make them work.
Oh, look at that steam come off that.
Yeah. These, whenever you wrap them in a towel like that, they stay warm for quite a while.
You know, you could use parchment paper in between them when you take them out so they won't.
I don't know, they usually don't even stick hardly that bad at all. I think I just left them in the oven too long. Alright, so we got our shells. Just leave them stacked up on top of each other. We're going to take, just so we get roughly the same amount of filling in each of them. I use a measuring cup, half a cup measuring cup. I think is what I normally use. Seems like a lot, but it works. So we're going to roll it up nice and full, smear it all around, evenly distributed, one top over the other top, flip it over, seam side down into the pan. Back in for the next one. These are going to be gooey gooey. Half a cup, shimmy shimmy shimmy, shake it around, evenly distributed, up and over, flip into the pan. Stir it. Refried beans are looking rough.
Do you need to get that off the top?
No. It's just seasoning.
They got forgotten.
Yeah, the refried beans got a little forgotten. They get a little tender love and care right now. Alright, over and over. Oh, this is going to be a fat boy. Fat boy. And puts that down into the pot. Pan. It's going to be a tight squeeze, boys. This is probably why we use the big white pan, isn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it. It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll make it work. Oops. Over, pick it up into the pan. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Over into the pan. I think this might come out more like lasagna than anything, huh?
That'll work too.
Right. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Fold to the pan.
Oh,
Right,
maybe
boy.
you can.
Yeah, I think I can get it in there.
You can do it.
It's a tight-knit family. Everybody's sleeping in the same bed and everything. We've got quite a bit left.
That's okay. I'm sure we'll figure out something to do with it.
We'll smash that back down in there. Give everything a good press. Then wash your hands. It's full of. Wipe this up. Yes, it's delicious. Don't need that anymore. Now we've got some weight in the pan. Put that right there. Slide that back so y'all can see that better. And then we're just gonna sauce this bad boy up. Thusly. Make sure that all the tortillas are covered. Do a little shake. I'll have to press this down a little bit. Yeah, we'll probably have to cut these out here like lasagna pieces instead of actually getting the whole enchilada out. We might get lucky.
Okay.
We might get lucky. A little more sauce in this corner right back here. Get in there. Alright. Then we're going to put cheese over the top.
Imagine that.
This is some of the shredded cheddar.
Shoot, like this.
And a little bit of the mozzarella. I mean, who doesn't like cheese? I mean, well, got those lactose intolerant people out there, I guess. Sorry about that.
You can't help it.
They can't help it. Autoimmune diseases, they're out there. Alright, and then we have Mexican cheese, queso blanco cheese. In the stores, it's the round block of cheese. I think they just say Mexican cheese on them. I'm not really sure.
Here you go. Queso fresco.
Queso fresco, that's the one. Good stuff. Yeah. Pretty much call this a Mexican lasagna as far as I'm concerned.
That works too.
Set that over there. Wash my hand off. And then we're gonna, last thing we're gonna do before it goes in the oven, we're gonna cover it. This is actually a piece of the foil that I use to do the tortillas in, so waste not, want not. That's just gonna help hold the heat in, make sure the cheese gets good and melty, and then we'll take it off and brown the cheese up at the end. So kind of like a lasagna, everything that is in that dish right there is done. You could eat it just like that. So you're going in the oven basically just to kind of heat it up and let the cheese melt and come together. Wipe the counter down, and we got just a little bit more chopping to do. Make the crema. Slice up the green onion. Dice up the green onion, I guess. Cut more back over, my old friend.
You never get this time with the dishes.
Not too bad. We're getting better at this thing, I guess. but it's metal.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to teach him.
I really am trying to be quiet, guys, but I'm just, used to doing it, I guess. I don't know. So green onions is going to be a garnish that we're going to be putting on top. It's just something to make it look pretty.
We're done with the cheese, right?
Yeah. No, pinto beans.
Really?
Not doing any type of a fancy cut. Doing a top across them. Keeping them kind of small as, so they can still be seen on the plate and look good. Because everything on the plate, well, the enchiladas, which is what this is going to be going over the top, are going to be green, and then they'll have these little pops of white. You'll see. Yeah, they do the fresh ones. Nice and firm. So, again, this is one of those things you don't have to do. But, if you got some folks coming over and you want to fancy it up a little bit, put a little shake of spring onion over the top. We got some cilantro left over here that's going to go over as a garnish over the top. Spring onions. Actually, these will probably look pretty good on the pinto beans and on the rice. The lime we're going to need the crema, which I'm fixing to do. Put the green onions out the way. Grab the refried beans right quick. And we're just going to smash these. I'm going to bruise these a little bit. Bruise. Like I said, I'm not going to smash them all. Just going to smash some of them to help thicken the sauce up a little bit. Kind of like with the chili, whenever we smashed up some of the garbanzo beans in the chili, it helps make it a little thicker. But the juice from the refried beans over the top of the rice, that's the jam. And then put a little bit of shredded cheese in there with it just to help thicken it up a little bit. And we'll sprinkle a little more on top at the end. There we go. Beautiful. Taster spoon. Here it is. Got away from me. Well, that chipotle pepper in there is nice. Salt. Guess what it needs, boys? Salt. Hit it with a little more salt. Romaine lettuce. A little more salt, give it another taste. I think that'll probably do it for the refried beans.
Yep.
And there's one more thing that's got to be shredded up. Totally forgot it until just now. Just leave that like that. Put that back over here on the range. Put the salt up out the way.
Well, you stuff those in that old bag, man.
What kind of?
In the refrigerator.
So we're back to the lime crema. Lime cream. This is not crema. This is sour cream. Crema is a different thing. Same type product, a little thinner. I don't know, what am I? The zester.
It's over here.
So to make this sour cream, I'm going to zest the lime. A little different this time. So it's the zest from a lime, the juice from a lime, and what, 8 ounces of sour cream, probably a dash of salt, I'm sure. And then we'll go from there. Next, then after this is the lettuce. Got some romaine lettuce. I'm going to shred it up. It's going to be a bed to set the enchiladas on top of. Not only does it taste good, it's got a good visual to it as well. I think we lost our music. Right there. Cut our lime into the squeezer.
The TV said it was taking too long.
Right. Half a lime down. Another half a lime. Go ahead and put a little bit of salt in it because, you know, a little bit of salt. And then just mix it up. It's going to be really thin, but super, super good. This can be used, I mean, you could almost use this as a salad dressing. That was cold. And again, make it right in the container. No dirty dish. Look at me.
Of course, if you want to use a lot of dishes, everybody that's eating it that didn't help cook gets cleaned out.
That's right, they get to do the dishes. Give her a little taste.
That's delicious. Nothing new.
Oh man.
Yep.
Now if you do this, whenever you taste it, the lime will punch you in the face. But you put it, once you put it with the enchiladas or other things, that extra acid hit really helps with the flavor of whatever else whatever you're adding it to. So this is for garnish. All right. I don't think we have to squeeze any more limes, but you know, that could change. We got our shredded cheese over here ready to go. That's right. We got our green onions, we got our queso fresco, and we got our crema ready to go. Rice is done. Fixing to shred up some lettuce, and then we'll have that. And then we'll almost be ready to do our plate up. But I do need a plate to put the lettuce on. Lettuce, this is romaine, you can use iceberg, anywho, snack them up on top of each other, nice and neat.
Although I'm not think so. They didn't have iceberg in any of the health food stores.
Really? Hmm. Take the tips off. Now, I want to shred this fairly fine. And kind of roll it up whenever you get to the broader part of the leaf. Helps keep it all together. Leaving it full length. I didn't cut it down the middle or anything like that. I want long strands of lettuce. Kind of evenly distribute the color through it, because you got white down here and dark green up here. So just toss it through. Set it off on this plate over here and get ready to start plating up here in about 10 minutes or so. I think that's a big turn for me.
Oh, God.
I'm done with cutting board. Right? Am I right?
Except for display.
Except for the display. Oh, we're gonna put it on here?
Yeah.
Okay. Clean the cutting board and get it ready for display. Or do you want to use one of your gold placemats?
Yeah, I do that. If you want to.
Say goodbye to the cutting board. And say goodbye to the non-slip mat. Say goodbye to the knife. Cleaning the knife up. Yahoo! Oh. So I guess this will qualify as a good chill stream, right? Not a whole lot of excitement going on outside of delicious food being made. Knife gets put up. Taste your spoon. We're about done with you, my guy. Not yet. Oh, no, wait a minute. I do need to taste your spoon. For the crema. You want to put the crema in a squeeze bottle? I like that. No, it's too thin. It's too thin. It's too thin. Just drink it. So the taster spoon can go with the crema. All right. So any questions about anything? Probably not, because there's probably nobody there anymore.
Dude,
But
we're
it's
not like that one we saw that was, what, 7 hours?
Yeah, there was a cooking stream that, yeah, it was a little over 7 hours, almost 8 hours long. And then there was one that came up the other day. It was a gaming stream. Somebody had been streaming for almost 8 hours. Cooking stream was interesting because he started from nothing, took all the pans out, never spoke a word that I know of, and made this dish. Looked good, but 8 hours.
That's a really long time.
That's a long time to wait for the finished product. And this is the longest cooking one we've done. We're at what, 2 hours and we're pushing 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, why did you do this? All right.
We tried to get up earlier, but it didn't work out.
We talked about it. Like, do you want to get up? No. Okay then.
Oh.
Conversation over. Actually, it was more like, me either.
It's the back. See shiny?
Oh, I see shinies now.
Shiny. Yeah, there's the front.
Alright, get that squared up.
We got some little. And on the glass. Hang on, we gotta get some chopping shrapnel off.
Chopping shrapnel. A little cleanup. This is the plate we've chosen for today.
Trying to give y'all some variety over just the same one.
Verite. Verite? That sounds too fancy.
Is that like fragile?
Fragile. Fragile.
We've been in here too long.
So the lettuce, the enchiladas are going to sit right on top of the lettuce. Y'all like the music?
We probably should have done some Latin guitar today.
Latin guitar, yeah, that would have been good. But the music that y'all are hearing is a YouTube channel called Mr. Momo. The guy is
Really
makes
good.
all different types of mixes and beats and stuff. Most of it is Asian, has some Asian inspiration in it. Alright. Now we're fixing.
There's our 3 hours worth of cooking.
That's right. Everybody get a picture.
There it is.
There's your meal. 3 hours. And you get some shredded lettuce. Nice.
Yeah.
Nailed.
Yeah, baby.
Nailed it. Can I get a woo woo? Oh, goodness me. Coffee? Yes, please. Thank you. Oh,
Oh, alarms.
timer's going off. That means we should be all melty up in here. Yeah, boy. And we're going to pop that foil off. We're going to take the heat up to 425. Whoop. Yeah, 450 will work. No, probably shouldn't do that. Take the heat up to 425 and we're going to go 5 minutes.
I am allowed to throw this line out, right?
Then with that. And it's going to come out and go right here. So, how's that looking in the screen?
I guess I'll give it a mix.
I'm going to bring this back in right quick. Here's our pico de gallo. Son of a gun, we'll have great fun on the bayou.
See, he finally sang. He was working up to it the whole time.
That's right. I could sing my favorite song of my Mix-a-Lot song. I like my Mix-a-Lot song. It's a good song. It's a great song. Could be the best song ever. I don't know.
Awesome.
Awesome sauce. Alright, anyway, there's our pico.
Getting a little silly.
I need one that's got a strainer so I can get that. Oh yeah, we're getting food delirium.
Hey, but we're still done early. We have the whole rest of the afternoon to relax.
And the boy wakes up just in time to eat lunch.
We are 3 minutes and counting.
3 minutes and counting.
You need a smaller spoon for that block.
I was going to use this one.
Okay.
Is that too much?
No, that's good. Just like
Well, I guess whenever I actually played it, probably should use a smaller spoon. Yeah, because
what we eat.
we played it, okay, and we take the pictures and all that stuff, and then once that plate gets done with pictures and we're satisfied with the pictures, then the spoons come out and we played it like we're gonna eat it. Good stuff. What are we at now? 2 minutes? 2 minutes. We got something to put that in on. We can go ahead and start cleaning this up a little bit over here while we're waiting. Ended up with quite a bit of the filling for the enchiladas left over. But once again, in this house,
It's lunch for work tomorrow.
well, Jake can probably eat this, right? So while we're waiting on this last minute and a half, we'll go ahead and clean up a little bit, store up the rest of this chicken mix.
Now we're just waiting for the timer and the countdown begins.
Yeah, 'cause it's the final countdown. Ba-da-dun-dun. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Ba-da-dun-dun. That over. Alright, so we got a serving spoon for the rice. Give that another quick little stir around. Beautiful. We got a serving spoon for the beans. Serving spoon for the guacamole. Serving spoon for this stuff.
Serving spoon.
This. Timer goes off at 1 o'clock.
Wow.
And we're running way behind today. Of course, this is the most cooking we've done since we started streaming. Whoa. Boom. Enchiladas. In a blazing hot pan. this is going to be very interesting.
Oh boy.
Might be able to keep them whole.
They need to set up, but you know.
Yeah. It should. We should let this rest for 15 minutes or so. That's exactly what I would do for the next 15 minutes.
He will start singing then, and y'all don't want that. No, okay.
I'll do better than that. I'll start rapping. All right, we'll let it rest at least for a few minutes because it's near impossible for me to. Well, hello, kitty cat.
Yeah.
Near impossible for me to try to pull one of those out and keep it whole and looking good. I could cut it in half though.
Yeah.
And then do a half like at angles like that.
Mm-hmm.
Still needs to rest though. Alright, so we can do some more cleanup. Let's see. Enchilada sauce. That's too big, isn't it? That's too small. So, we're going to let that rest a little bit, firm up. We're going to put our enchilada sauce in a container and put it in the refrigerator.
Wow, it got actually got hot in here today.
You got what, baby?
It got warm in here today.
Yeah, the oven.
Yeah, but I mean the temperature probably went up outside.
Yeah, we're supposed to get up to like 50 degrees today.
Woohoo, it's a heat wave.
Yeah. Considering yesterday's high was 48. Oh, yeah, it's about the same. You didn't finish your soup.
Well, I want a dinner.
Can I have my soup? You'll be alright. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be bad. I can already tell. I mean, it's going to be delicious, but let's try this. It may not look too good on the plate.
You want to put it on this first and then transfer it?
Well, I'm hoping I can get it on this spatula.
Oh. Well, maybe.
Bruh. Alright, now I'll take the other half. Did you switch back over?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, buddy. Work with me.
Woohoo! Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Can't complain. Get up there. You can use some of your garnishes to kind of hide blemishes and stuff. So then we got a little bit of rice. A little bit of rice right there. Refried beans. They're going to run on us a little bit.
You want to put them in a little dish?
Well, what I'm thinking, I'm going to pull this over like this.
That's right.
Put it right there. Little refried beans over here on the back side. guacamole. Piled up nice and high. And over the top of the enchiladas, a little bit of fresh cheese, or top of the beans, a little bit of cheese right there. A little bit there.
Yeah.
Just to have some different textures. A little bit of the queso fresco. Top of the rice. And on top of the...
Did you get the cilantro?
Yeah. Like that. Green onion. Just a touch. Want to overdo it and drown out what you cooked. We don't have anything to take pictures with.
I know, we're using them all. Pico.
I'm getting it. Alright, and then pico. Slide these apart just a touch. Put that pico right down the middle. A little height to it. Crumbly cheese fell off. And last but not least, a little bit of cilantro. Just kind of. Oh, that's right, I forgot the crema.
Wow.
Put that right there like that. A little bit there, a little bit there. And then last but not least, definitely, so when you clean your plates up, you have all these, I don't like these little bits all around the edges. This one it's kind of okay because it's just nature of the beast, but still. Yeah. And last but not least, your lime crema. About half a spoon, so you can control it. Just gonna drizzle that over the top. A little bit there. There. Just like that. Don't want to put too much on there or the lime will overpower everything. So, there you go. Chicken and cheese enchiladas with refried beans, Mexican rice, the one thing I can never remember the name of. Guacamole. Pico de gallo down the center, garnished with green onions, cilantro, lime crema, a little bit of queso fresco, and a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese. Any questions, class?
That's it.
Bon appetit.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Guys, appreciate everybody being here today. Zero Night, Herbie. Who else do we have in here? Wiggly Giggly. Cat. Appreciate all of y'all. Anybody that watches this on the backside, if you wouldn't mind hitting that follow button, I'd sure appreciate it. And we'll see y'all next time around. If I can remember how to stop the stream. Take care. Have a great day. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.